Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. O Allah, open up the door of wisdom on us, make our work easy, and remove the utterance of my tongue so that people should understand. I'm going to share something very interesting today. I remember when I happened to travel across the world, and there were so many number of time I come across people during my training sessions who have been a super duper achievers in their life. And some of the people, they have been found that they are not that much successful, although they have some sort of a materialistic gains with them, but they're not really very happy. And that actually given me a bit of curiosity in asking them. And being as a consistent learner, what I normally do, I walk around with the people, I ask them, what is the thing which makes you most successful in life? What is the thing which makes you most happiest in life? What are the things which you have been doing and the other people are not doing? And that was the thing which was the gold, I would say, that I've been able to capture around talking to hundreds and thousands of people while I've been interacting with them. And today I'm going to talk about this subject. And this aspect which we are going to talk about, if you are going to get the idea behind it, I can say that there are some sort of things, if we get the core concept behind it, this concept itself is so profound, it makes impactful in all of our areas, in all of our domains of our life. So please be ready with your pen and pencil and the papers in front of you so that you are not going to miss any bit of it whatsoever we are going to talk about. So today is a very, very important concept we are going to talk about. So when I talk to them, I ask them, what is the thing which actually makes you so much successful, so much happy in your life? And you know what they said? A very simple thing. A very, very simple concept. And I was amazed when I've been actually dig down more into that. They said, Kamran, we have identified in every domain of our life who is our customer. Who is our customer? We have domain, we have identified in each and every domain of our life. And I had a laugh. I said, what do you mean by that? It has to be a commercial company. Of course, you have been looking for your customers and you have to serve them. This is a concept of a customer. I said, no, Kamran, it is so deep inside. Have you ever realized that the whole universe, the creator, has designed on a concept of customer and a supplier relationship? The whole universe. Now, if I look into that and I just go deep into it and I try to get the idea behind it. What does it mean, the customer and supplier? And then the concept is, for example, if I've been talking to you, and I figure it out that in every aspect we are either a customer or we are a supplier. We are a customer or we are a supplier. Now, if a supplier relationship, so in this instance, when I'm been doing a job, so I'm doing a job, I'm being provider of my services, and the company is paying me according to that. Now, in that instance, I'll say just one example. Now take another example, because I said that we are being entangled in a customer-supplier relationship in this world. Now take another example. For example, tonight you plan a dinner with your family outside in some restaurant. Now, when you get back into the restaurant, who you become now? Who you become? When you get back to that restaurant, what you become? You become instantly a customer for that restaurant. And what that restaurant become? That restaurant become your supplier, because that restaurant has to give you that service, give you that food, whatsoever you like to have. So we are being in a customer-supplier relationship. Now take another example. You are having a family, and when you get back to your family and your kids have been running towards you and been asking for you, Dad, we would like to go out, we would like to do this and this. Who you instantly become? You become a supplier. Who is your customer? Your family is your customer. Now, with this concept, when I learn, I would say it brings a complete paradigm shift in my life. And I would say if we are being able to identify our customer in every domain of our life. When I talk about every domain, I would say my family, if I treat them like my customer, and they have some of the needs which I have to fulfill. And if I look into my professional scope and I say the company which is paying me is my customer and there are certain range of services. When I look into my spiritual side as well, I always say that, okay, I had a relation with my creator. My creator is also my customer. My creator would like to see some sort of thing from my end so that my customer is going to compensate me for something. So we are entangled in a customer-supplier relationship. Now, let's look into that part now. When we talk about customer, what exactly is the most important with that customer? Every customer, my dear friends, and we have to look into that very, very closely, that every customer has two types of needs. Every customer has two types of needs. Now, what are those needs which we are talking about? One of the needs, when we look into that, every customer has certain stated needs. One is a stated need. There is another type of needs from the customer. I would invite you, if you can write it down. What is the other type of the customer? All right, that's very good. Someone else? What are the other type of needs? One is the stated need. What is the other type of need? And I'm telling you, we are very much careful. We have been very much known to the stated needs. But this part of the need, normally, we are not that much familiar with. Now, what is that? What comes over here? Any idea over here? All right. Someone has said satisfaction, implied, quality of services. What else? What else come over here as a need? All right, let me put it very clear. The second thing which has been correctly mentioned by one of my colleagues is this is called implied needs. So there are two types of needs. One is stated, one is implied. Now, when we look into that part, let's come back to our original example. Needs. Stated needs, how come? What are the stated needs which I got? It is in form of my job contract. It is in form of the job description which I got. So these are the stated needs from my customer which want me to comply with this requirement. Now, does it the only needs are sufficient for me, or I also had to look into the implied needs as well? Now, what the implied need is all about? Let's take an example. As I mentioned, for example, tonight you go to the restaurant and you've been with your family, and what you are saying, you ask them for the menu, and then you pick up some of the items and put an order onto it. And after some time, the food came, and what you found, food is cold, it's not hot. And you found that utensils are also not clean. And you have found that even the furniture you have been sitting is not clean, is broken. My question, are you going to make a complaint on it? I say, of course, because we are paying money for that. But the question is, if I show you in the menu, and if I come to you and I ask you, while you have been giving me an order, you have not given me that clarity that I have to bring a food in a clear utensils. I have to bring a food, I have to bring my check with a correct financial bill onto it. You have not asked for it, but you expect it. You expect that this is the part and parcel of this service. It is not going to be noted it down. It is not going to tell to the waiter, whenever you bring a food, please bring in a clean utensil, please bring it clean. No, you expect that. So whenever we talk about customer has two types of needs, and whenever these two types of needs are fulfilled, then we are being able to say that we are being satisfying our customer. What we are saying? We are saying we are satisfying our customer if both the needs are fulfilled. Now, some of the job contract, but the question is, when we look into the implied need, the company also would like, and this is an implied one, that when we are came in the company, we came mentally and physically, not only physically, we also came mentally into the company as well. And whatsoever the capacity, whatsoever the capability, whatsoever the best of my abilities, I'm been also delivering that. Implied. And whatsoever the matters coming in my domain, I'm dealing it with my integrity of my character, with my honesty onto it. So basically implied needs are those. The problem is, in our customer-supplier relationship, when we focus only on the stated needs and we forget about the implied need, then the customer doesn't give us that satisfaction.